Hi everyone! In today's DIY projects, we'll be crafting with Dollar Tree items. We'll be creating some beautiful home decor items on a budget that you could use to decorate your home. And for your shopping convenience, all the items used in today's DIY projects will be linked in the description box below, so do check them out and let's jump right into our first DIY project. For the first project, we'll be using these molds and I'll be creating flowers with my hot glue. And I'm just using my hot glue gun to create some small petals between these spaces. And these are silicone molds, and I'll leave a link to these in the description box below. Just press more below the title and you'll find the description box. I'll be using these teardrop shapes. I have two small and two large, and I'm also making some round ones. I'm also making some flowers from my pistachio shells. I washed and microwaved them so they're clean. And I'm making large flowers and small ones. I'm placing my hot glue on my surface. I'm working on a silicone surface. You can use parchment paper. And here are my flowers. I'm making different sizes. My hot glue petals are all dry. I'll just go ahead to create different types of flowers. After your first set of hot glue petals are dry, then you can proceed to make your flowers. Just place more hot glue into your silicone molds for them to set while you're making your flowers. And I'm doing some flat and some a little bit higher to add some dimension. We have two sizes of our teardrops. This one is so cute. And I'm done making my flowers now, and I made enough for 2 items. I'm going to be taking them outside and I'll spray paint them gold. For my first item, I'm making a vase. I'll be spray painting on the inside of that vase, and I'm using my Rust-Oleum white gloss. Now my vase is dry. I'm just using my alcohol to clean the overspray. Then I'll take my gold paint pen and I'm going right around the rim of the vase. Now I'll start to apply all my roses, and you can use a permanent glue if you like. I'm using my hot glue. I'm layering my flowers in a slanted pattern and I'll taper it off at the end. And here's how this project turned out. I hope you like this one. And look what I found in the Dollar Tree, guys. This is a new item that the Dollar Tree has. It's a jute ball. I think it's called a monkey nut. Raw jute is not really my style, so I'm going to be using my torch, and I'll torch it a little bit and it will look more like my style. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of those loose pieces and change the color a little bit with my torch. And then where the rope meets, I'll go a little bit darker and I'll burn those areas. Okay, so make sure you're doing this outside, and you can also use this as a curtain tie back. You just have to pull it upwards from the tail of the curtain. This is how I'm styling my knots. I hope you like this one. So this is just a way of taking an item that is not really your style and converting it into your style. Okay, that's just an idea. I hope that helps. Let's move on to our second project. We are taking a frame. This is a 12 by 12 frame from the Dollar Tree. I'm taking out the inside, but you don't have to do this first. Just clean your frame and take it outside and spray paint it white. I'm using my Rust-Oleum metallic white, and I'm also taking this small mirror from the Dollar Tree and I'll spray paint that gold. I'm just covering up the mirror area so I can spray paint it, and I'll use my Rust-Oleum metallic gold for that part. Now our frame is dry. I'm just flipping that glass so the paint can be on the back. And we're replacing the backing because this is how we're going to be hanging our wall frame. And if you want it to remain as a picture frame, then you don't have to spray on the inside like I did. Now I'll go ahead and add my flowers going all around the frame. And I'm placing my flowers only on the frame. In case I want to change it back to a picture collage, I can remove just that inside piece. And I'm just placing my flowers, putting larger ones at the corners and at random areas. And I'm just mixing up my flowers and I'm adding some height in random areas. And I'm using my hot glue. You can use an additional adhesive if you'd like. Now I'll go ahead and use my strong adhesive, and I'll just add that lightly around the rim of my mirror, and I'm adding hot glue on the hook area, and I'll place it right in the center. Here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our third project. I had a request to make a Z Gallerie Guilded wing. That's an artwork for the wall, so I'm doing two versions of this. I'm taking this flamingo and I'm cutting it in two. I'm using my X-Acto knife and I'm just slicing it down that center. I'm doing a Dollar Tree version, and then I'll be doing another version of this. I'm also using a pizza pan, and I'm just going to be adding a piece of wire from my picture frame hook package, and that's how we're going to be hanging our frame on the wall. I'm using my strong adhesive and my hot glue, and I'm just going to cover it up with a little piece of tissue paper while I continue working. So I took my pizza pan outside and I spray painted it with my Rust-Oleum metallic gold on the rim area only. So I want the edge of my pizza pan to be gold. So I spray painted it gold first, and a subscriber told me about this Vaseline, to use Vaseline if I don't want to get paint on the area. So I'm placing a small amount of Vaseline on the edges, and then I'll take it outside and I'll spray paint it white. So here's my pizza pan all spray painted, and I try not to focus on the edge too much. So I'll just use a piece of paper towel and clean that area off, and it came off nicely. I forgot to mention that I added a layer of clear spray paint before I added the Vaseline. So when I'm wiping off the Vaseline, if I should be wiping off the paint, it's the clear coat that would be coming off. All that's left to do is glue my wings to my tray. And to avoid getting it messy on the edges, I'm going to be using a piece of foam. So I'll just glue my foam to the center of my wings and then glue the foam to the tray. Just make sure that the foam is the same level on the inside, so you will have the good contact. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our fourth project. I'm using a piece of poster board from the Dollar Tree. This is the Z Gallerie Guilded wings that was requested. I'm going to be using a canvas. I think the canvas is 14 by 20. So I'm cutting a piece of poster board accordingly. And I'm not good at drawing, so I looked at the picture on their website and I drew it on a piece of poster board. So I'm going to be copying that drawing for the size that I need. So I folded my poster board in two. I drew my wing on one side, and then I used that cutout to draw the other side. I got the cheapest feathers I could find. This is a 300 pack. I'm going to be using about 200 for this project, 100 on each wing. I'm just starting from the tip of the wing, going all the way up. And I'm just trying not to go over the edges too much. It's not going to look exactly like theirs because of the type of feathers that I'm using. These are the cheapest feathers I could get. And these are 3 to 5 inches. But if you want yours to look like theirs, then go ahead and get the duck feathers. They're a little bit more expensive, but that's the type that you would need to get the same look as the one on the Z Gallerie website. I use the larger feathers at the base, and at the top I'm using the smaller ones. I'm just applying the feathers in the same shape as the wings. When I get to the top, I apply the feathers about halfway and I'm cutting off the excess. And I think it looks perfect just like this if you'd like it white. Now I'll take it outside and I'll spray paint it with my Rust-Oleum Gold. Now for my canvas, I'll be spray painting it with my matte black. And you may want to paint your canvas with acrylic paint first or just acrylic paint. And I'm just trimming my wings so they can fit on my canvas because I went over the cutout a little bit. Then I'll attach my wings to my canvas and I'm using my hot glue for this. If you want a border, you can use these 1/2-inch dowels. They're half rounds, but I won't be doing that. So here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. That completes our projects this week. Please let me know which one was your favorite and if you'll be recreating any of these projects this week. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you missed last week's video, here it is on the screen. Just click that rectangular box to watch. Please remember to give me a thumbs up before you leave. It's really important to me, okay? Thanks, take care, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye-bye.